Welcome back to the pod you're looking for. I'm Josh. This is Sam. Christmas season is finally here. We're doing our full Christmas episode today. We got some news we're gonna start with. But if you're just here for the Christmas, skip forward a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
If you're only here for the Christmas.
Which we know everybody is. Only here for the Christmas.
May, we started this podcast, they were like, no Christmas. No Christmas.
That's right.
I got nothing.
Absolutely no Christmas.
I got nothing. Well, we got a whole lot planned.
We do. We got feeling the festive today, dude. Look at us.
Dude.
Right?
What's the story behind that? Where is that? Is that like a family heirloom or?
Big old. So
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel pretty excited. We had to tame it. We had to tone it down a little bit from the Halloween episode.
That's
where
right.
Your face was painted and I was wearing a coral reef on my chest. We had to kind of scale it back a little bit.
Right.
I need to be able to move.
That's right.
You even had like a little you had a little ball in your bell here that was jingling. It was jingling and jangling, and
so every time I was moving, it was we had to pry the bell open.
Yeah, you and I did a little open heart surgery and took that thing out. get the sound out of here.
Got it going.
Do we want to talk a little bit before we talk about Christmas?
Yeah, please.
I mean, it speaks for itself. We got a little bit of change of scenery going on.
We do. Look at the set, man.
Oh my goodness.
I'll say you're in charge of like everything set based, obviously, but this looks incredible.
It's the gift that keeps on giving,
dude. It looks great,
the whole
man.
year. Goodness, yeah, I'm very excited.
I would be curious to know with the people that don't watch. Every time I see some of the people that I follow and their podcasts, then eventually when you get the behind the scenes and get to see their podcast set, you're like, wow, that's kind of like
that's it.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
I wonder what people would think like our situation actually looks like just from without seeing the rest and just seeing the background. You know?
I think we set ourselves.
I think it looks pretty good.
I don't think we're really going out of our way to market ourselves as some big budget thing. So I feel like it's kind of it is what it is.
Totally, but anyway,
I feel bad because there's like a huge Spider-Man LED thing that's like totally out of the shot.
Dude, it's very cool.
We've had it since almost the beginning.
Is it in shot now?
No, it's still not in the shot. We spent all this money on a light up Spider-Man head, and it's like just out of the frame.
So people just won't know.
It's just for us. Yeah, it's like my nightlight at night. I turn the lights off, and the Spider-Man head just keeps going.
Yeah, keeps going. We need a third camera. That's the big thing we're going to invest in.
Just on the Spider-Man head.
Yes, right. So every time it'll be you and I talking, and then just cuts.
That'll be the tiebreaker. Right. Whenever we disagree and burn our back, we'll defer to the Spider-Man.
That's right. Defer to the Spider-Man.
We have a lot of Christmas stuff. You very, very graciously, as always, planned a enormous Christmas episode for us. We got rankings. We've got hot takes.
Loaded.
We've got brackets.
We do.
Oh, but first, and definitely not least.
Oh. Is that some Galactic Transmissions in my ear?
I think they're homing in. They're coming out of hyperspace.
Oh, they're coming out of hyperspace.
Christmas Galactic Transmissions. Do we want to dive into this?
We do. So
these are not overly festive, but they're just things that are happening around the holidays.
We had to talk about these things.
Yeah. What's the latest and greatest?
We had yesterday, you and I both recorded our trailer reaction, which you should go back and watch. We did.
We peeled back the baked potato and we hit record.
Which was recorded on my phone, which was really funny because my phone is old and it's also got a camera that's busted. So we were recording on my camera, and it was quite something. So,
I'll be quite frank. I've never seen a phone more destroyed that still like operates
look at this thing.
in my life.
It's really quite remarkable. Totally tattered.
You could literally see the circuit board behind the thing.
Right. So with my camera right now, I have it that it works on the like selfie mode essentially.
Yeah.
But like going forward, it doesn't. So it starts just spinning. So like the what do you call that? Like the shutter thing.
Yeah.
It just starts spinning and you can hear it. So it's like the camera just does this and it's like wobbly. So every time I take pictures of things, I always have to flip the camera. So it's kind of funny. I remember multiple times being at work or other things where it's like people would ask you to take a picture, so I'd have to always turn it around.
Just say no.
So I would flip it around and I would like take it like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So it's really funny. So anyway, if anyone wants to sponsor
me, I just found your Christmas gift.
Yeah, you want to get that?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Track phone. Go to Track phone. I'll buy you 30 minutes of free phone calls.
Okay.
All right, what do we got?
We got the Supergirl trailer just dropped yesterday.
Yeah. Give our initial reaction.
Yeah, right. How did you feel? If you could give me a number, give me a number to your reaction to the trailer, based on where you were coming in with it.
My rating of it?
Yeah, like it's hard to say that. Maybe just like excitement levels after seeing it. If you started at, let's say, a 4, where are you at now?
I think I started at a 6, and maybe I'm at like a 6.8.
Really? Okay.
Maybe like a 7, just like a dead 7.
I'm okay with that.
It's you know what? I think it'll be good. I think it'll probably, and I'm not saying this as an insult. I think this movie is set up to flop.
Okay.
I think that Supergirl, there's like no way this thing like is some box office game changer, especially not even just because of the source material. And Supergirl being kind of that background character for years and years and years. I think just objectively looking at the slate for next year, how many things it has to compete with, I think that people probably are not going to like mark time out in their calendars across the world to see Supergirl,
right?
The way that they might for Superman. But I think it'll be a good movie. I think it'll be one of those ones where it's like, oh, remember it, kind of like Thunderbolts. Remember when Thunderbolts was out and it was our own little secret because not everybody had seen it and we just all loved it and this and that. I think that'll probably be Supergirl. There'll be like a group of people who see Supergirl and love it. It just won't reach like the mass
agreed worldwide
audience that Superman did. And I could be wrong. It'd be great for DC if I was wrong, but I think it'll be like the 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, 93, 95% on audience score type situation where everyone who sees it loves it, but it's just not a mass appeal movie.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I think that's just the problem we've been saying all along is that you can't lead with this, have like one of the stakes of DC planted in Supergirl, especially after you just had Superman and then you're going to do another Superman movie. It's just a lot of super, you know what I'm saying? You can never have too much super, you know? Too much super is
the short circuit if there's too much super.
That's right.
I don't know, man. It is a weird way to get things off the ground. It makes it feel like you're just telling a Superman story and not a DC story. You know what I'm saying?
I think it looked fine to me. Like, honestly, I think nothing about it screamed to me, this is going to be horrible.
No.
Nothing screamed to me that it's going to be fantastic either.
Right.
I just felt kind of like, it's okay. And I do think with characters like Supergirl, you want just a movie to be like, yeah, it's fine. Like, how many times do we think that they try to do too much with an origin story? Or just like the first time you see this character, really. And I think that's fair. I think that's just why this should have been blended in with other movies, where all of a sudden you've seen all these other good movies, and then it's like, oh, you know what, we got to go see this now. Yeah. So, right, like, if they had dropped Black Widow back in 2011, I don't think it would have done well at all. And I'm not saying it did great when they dropped it either, but I think if they had dropped that in 2019, like around when Captain Marvel dropped, I think it does great.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it did bad. But
I think it should have dropped right after Civil War, probably.
Right. But... You know what I'm saying? It's just it changes. It changes when you weave it in and not have it be the thing. So yeah, but it looked okay. It'll be good. I think it looked good.
There's just other things I'm looking forward to more, and I think that's okay.
Dude, just real quick, Jason Momoa as Lobo looked so incredible though. That was the most hype thing I think in that trailer.
When we talk about our hype for the movie as a product, we're not including Jason Momoa as Lobo. That's just an automatic 10. I mean, that's just like
perfect.
Literally, like it feels like he was just created to be Lobo.
Dude, he looks
like as a human
just
being,
naturally
his
looks it.
Purpose is just to be Lobo.
To be Lobo. And he said that too.
Yeah, did he? He feels that way?
Yeah.
It's perfect, dude. How could he not? I mean, he looks like him, he acts like him. It's just it's like a perfect
match made in heaven.
Yeah, dude. That'll be great.
Yeah.
That'll be great. It's a shame he's not like the main antagonist because I think he'd be great, but
right. But at the same time, I also don't know if I want him to be use him up in this role.
Sure.
Like, I almost want to have him be a guy that's like a Nicholas Hoult, like kind of routinely popping back up.
Yeah, that'd be great. But,
so
yeah, we'll have to see.
We'll see. That's
next
right.
Year.
That's right. Let us know how you felt.
Big time. What else do we got?
We got a few other things. Firstly, I just wanted to mention Zootopia 2. We did our review on a couple weeks ago. Dude, it has just passed $1 billion in the box office already. 17 days it took.
Moneymaker.
That's crazy.
Moneymaker.
$1 billion. And also, with that said, too, we had Neja 2, which the global box office just passed $2 billion. It's at $2.1 billion right now.
Wow.
And I think that's a lot driving from China doing that. And dude, holy cow! It's now the fourth highest grossing movie of all time.
That's crazy.
Which I know, obviously, it changes with now where things are at, but it's not even that far away from passing Titanic. Like, that's crazy, especially a movie that I haven't seen yet at all.
Right.
I might go back and check it out.
It's on our radar now. If it wasn't before. But
it's crazy.
Huh.
Number 4, and it might hit 3.
So of all the things that we've said, Superman saved cinema. Mission Impossible saved it because of Tom Cruise. This and that.
No.
Animation's keeping cinema alive right now. Like from a financial standpoint, animation's where it's at. And the future of Netflix and the future of Warner Bros. And Paramount and all these companies, they're all duking it out. Disney's over here doing pretty good for themselves. Honestly, despite all the hate they've gotten since COVID, I think that they're doing pretty good. I mean, everything hit or not has been financially a success. So. Yeah, there hasn't really been a big flop aside from Snow White in several years. So Disney continues its hot streak.
Booming.
And we are there to support and clap along and cheer and
do whatever you
need
for us.
Whatever they need us to do.
We'll do whatever.
We will
dress up as...
at your beck and call. Yeah. I will walk up the street as Winnie the Pooh.
What is the craziest thing you think you'd do to be able to get invited to a movie premiere? Like, is there anything, like, you would have to post online that you would, like, what's the craziest thing that could be posted online that everyone would see? That you'd be like, I'd be willing to do that. I'm trying to think through what I would do.
I don't know, dude. I'd go pretty far. Well, here's the thing, though. If you go too crazy, then they're like, we can't invite this guy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's an oxymoron. I'd what's the craziest thing I'd do to get to a movie? I'd if they're like, hey, you're invited, you got to walk there. I'd be like, hey, give me the heads up. I'll start trekking. I'll leave now. I'll get there next July.
Next July.
See you in California. I would do it.
Okay. That's a good answer.
Send out the invite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
we've already said this. We've been on record. If the invites come, we'll pay for our tickets.
I'll do anything.
We'll pay for our tickets. We'll pay for the hotel.
Oh,
I will
easily.
do whatever it takes.
Easily.
Goodness, we'll be there for Zootopia 3, 4, 5, and 6.
All of them. Every last one.
All right, what else do we have?
All right. We had some news coming out about the new Hunger Games movie coming out, I think, in September next year, maybe November, called Hunger Games: Sunrise of the Reaping. And it was just confirmed that Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson will be back. I don't know how you feel about this.
Well, man,
the news I thought was...
I just got my Josh... How do you say his name?
Hutcherson?
Hutcherson?
I think so.
I just got my fill of that guy in 5 nights. So
I was going to say...
I think I'm good for a year or so. So this tracks well. I hope it's, you know...
I thought the news was mildly amusing because it came out right after we see how bad Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has been received.
Hey, you hated him in this. You're going to love him in this thing. But good news, he's in more.
He's in more. I just saw it like he was like, all right, you know what? I have to go back. I got to go back to the roots of where it popped off.
We need a little hard reset here.
Right. I do like when actors do this, though.
Yeah, when they don't hate the thing that made them big. Yes.
They just go back to what made them big.
I agree.
I think it's good.
I think Harrison Ford is my favorite actor of all time. I think the actors like Harrison Ford kind of set a bad precedent where it's like you have to, to some extent, be ashamed of the things that made you as big as you are, because almost it's like that's the only way you can separate yourself from it. I don't think that that's true.
No.
I think if Mark Hamill had wanted to separate himself from Star Wars and from Joker, he could have, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he just like stuck in it. Like I don't think it's like to make a name for yourself elsewhere, you have to like act like that big franchise doesn't exist. I think that like, you know, it's kind of just objectively speaking, again, I don't see the inner workings of the industry, so maybe I'm wrong. Just objectively, I think as a fan, like I think it's more a bummer than anything to see like your favorite actors like be ashamed to say they were, you know, when they're like fielding questions on this big franchise and they're like, oh, that's a, you know, I don't really next, you know.
Yeah, let's talk about this one.
Right, like, exactly. But all that to say, I have no personal attachment to Hunger Games.
Neither do I.
Whatsoever.
Neither do I.
So
I was actually wondering if you did.
This is not big news to me other than just like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know, another fan servicey thing. But I know that like...
I'm sure there's some people that listen to this that were hyped to hear that.
Right. And to them, I say that's great. But I just, I have no attachment.
I don't either.
Whatsoever.
I never grew up with those movies really at all or anything.
Right.
So.
But again, I know it sounds like at the end of that book that the movie's based off of, it sounds like the older versions of those characters or whatever, the grown-up versions of those characters do appear in like the epilogue or whatever. So I guess they're staying true to the source material. So hey, keep cooking.
And I do know a few friends of mine personally that were excited by it. So that's cool.
Yeah, so this is good. This is a good thing. Good thing.
Last thing I just wanted to hit on, dude. We had this week we're gonna get the first drop for Fallout Season 2, Episode 1 is gonna be, I think, Wednesday.
Oh, we are counting down the seconds.
We're back. So this is your last chance. You got till Wednesday to watch Season 1.
And I would recommend it. Cover your eyes at certain parts.
Yeah, Episode 6 I think is where it was. But yeah,
there's something in Episode 1.
You'll know when it's happening. Yeah.
It's such a good show, dude.
It's really good.
And Walton Goggins is just the man. I will sing his praises as long as he's there to be sung about. I love Walton Goggins half to death, dude. He's so much fun to watch.
He's a lot.
Just electric. He's just such a good actor. And
he doesn't get any respect, I don't feel like.
No.
At all.
No, and he deserves it. So this is the moment we say, I think we plant our feet and we say,
pitch the tent.
Start screaming this guy's praises because
right.
he deserves it. He's such a good actor, dude.
That's right. We'll get him on.
Hey,
friend of the pod.
Hey, absolutely, dude. We have the same hairline, so it'll work. It works. Why do you think I'm that guy?
Stop. Cut that.
But yeah, dude.
But I think that kind of covers it. We'll be covering that, I think, a little bit. Maybe I don't know if we talk about loaded stuff. Next week there's a lot.
Yes, there is.
As well.
Yeah, there is with Avatar and everything.
Yeah, we got Avatar. I think we're
going
to be reviewing Knives Out. Just came out on Netflix like today. I think it's live now, but we didn't get a chance to watch it.
No.
Love that. Doomsday trailer should be out by then. So we'll be discussing
possibly
that.
Brand New Day, a new Odyssey trailer, possibly. But yeah.
So there's a ton with that. So we'll probably get to Fallout in like 2 weeks from today. I think.
Yeah, we'll kind of give it some time. There might be some weeks where we don't talk about it because they're doing the old traditional TV format where they release the old one episode a week.
That's so much better, man.
It keeps people engaged. You know?
Yes.
So, but yeah, so we'll see.
With that said,
I have very high expectations.
I think it's Christmas time.
I hear the snow falling.
Do you hear Santa coming?
I hear it. It's falling. I hear it. It's time. The pitter patter of the hooves on the roof are shaking me awake. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, so we have a big Christmas bracket. This is how we're going to start this. I think we're going to do a bracket. We're going to give our top 5 at some point later on, but obviously we don't want to spoil that in the bracket.
Yeah.
And then we've got some Burn It or Back It hot takes style things about Christmas.
Great.
We've got a few movie ones. We've also got a few just regular Christmas things.
Awesome.
So, that being said, the movies that are all included in this bracket, and I'm sorry if your favorite Christmas movie is not in here, but I tried to get a wide variety of the typical ones. So
the consensus.
We have matchup 1. I'm just going to read through them all, and then we'll go through them.
Sure.
Elf versus Charlie Brown Christmas. We have White Christmas versus A Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm.
We got Christmas Vacation versus Frozen. I just wanted to get a little more modern one in there.
I
don't know if you'd call that a Christmas movie. But,
I would.
We got Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer versus Frosty the Snowman. We also have Home Alone versus The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Polar Express versus A Christmas Story. It's a Wonderful Life versus Miracle on 34th Street. And then we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas animated versus How the Grinch Stole Christmas live action with Jim Carrey.
Now, how do we decide this? This was
this is a lot.
This was we didn't realize how spoiled we were when we had Cam on the podcast and there was a third man to kind of break the tie when we disagreed. How do we do this? Is there a Christmassy way we can break this tie?
I would like this. I think
I wish there was like a wishbone we could pull on. Whoever gets the bigger side gets their movie.
I think we each get one like veto, automatic veto. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, okay.
And then the other two, we'll try our best to be as objective as we can.
Okay.
This is not our favorite. This is just being objective.
What we think is the better Christmas movie. Sure.
So we'll try and do it similarly that way. But I think if we really feel strongly, we'll give one veto.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So first matchup, Elf versus Charlie Brown Christmas.
This is maybe the most difficult one just right off the bat for me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, this is very hard. Not to spoil it, but both of these are in my top 5.
Really?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time right now.
Okay.
I tried to not think about it when you were rattling that off, but this is tricky.
Okay. Do you want me to give my answer first?
Sure.
I think it's Elf.
Do you?
Because it's a long-form actual movie. I mean, Charlie Brown Christmas is, what, half an hour? It's so classic and iconic. I get that.
I think of all of the 30-minute specials that show throughout the Christmas season, I think that is the best one.
True. Agreed.
I think it is.
I hate to see one of these go right now, early in the round.
Yeah.
Do you... This one actually is hard, because I do think Charlie Brown Christmas is technically better. But I know Elf is one of the most,
But, better by what standard?
Loved.
You know what I mean? I know they're two totally different things.
Well, it's Charlie Brown, man. It's just classic.
Right.
But at the same time, what I would say, too, is Charlie Brown also has multiple other ones that are, classics as well. Elf is just its own thing.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So you can give it love in different ways. It's kind of a universal, I would always watch The Great Pumpkin, other ones like that. Whereas Elf is just it's just Elf.
It's good on its own.
One moment to shine.
Right.
So I think it's weird because I think Elf is probably not as much of a actual I don't know. Charlie Brown is just so iconic, but Elf is just so much fun. And it's Christmas, I feel like most of these movies don't fully make sense. Not make sense, but have a full on deep story. And it's just Elf is still a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude.
If you get a decision, I'll go with whatever you have to say because I feel very torn.
Again, I could go on a tangent here about both, but it's not how I feel about it. It's just what I think is better. Mm-hmm. I think that the Peanuts movies have developed, especially even as time has gone on, they've almost developed this, like, what's the right word for it? It's almost like, I feel like of all of the Christmas things out there, like, the Peanuts things to me deserve, like, a certain level of, like, reverence that the others don't. Mm-hmm. And I know that's maybe not the best word for it.
No, I get that.
Like, I almost feel like there's certain moments in Peanuts, like in the Charlie Brown Christmas one specifically, in this case, when Linus is telling the Christmas story from the Bible, when they're all singing around the tree and they all just, like, fixed it up. There's just certain moments throughout it where it's like in my house throughout my life, whenever those came on, like the house just like fell silent and everyone just kind of like was just like sat totally at attention. Elf is maybe the most enjoyable Christmas movie out there. Just objectively enjoyable. For no reason other than it's not to be taken seriously. There's no big message behind it. It's just like a goofy guy. You know, it's just Will Ferrell in a Christmas movie. It's just like the quintessential Christmas comedy. I just feel like there's such a reverence around the Peanuts movies that it's like hard for me, despite the short runtime, for me to not take it seriously. But also, I can't tell how much of that is personal.
No, I think I agree with you now. Elf really doesn't have that deeper, like, it's the whole like family can be anything kind of thing.
Right.
But it's just it doesn't move it enough. It's too jokey for it to actually feel like it's something deep message.
But also, it's so deep-rooted in the culture now,
I know.
Maybe that it wasn't 10 years ago, that it's like, who's to say in 50 years that won't be the one that everyone's like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Elf, it's like the big, you know, it's the big, what am I trying to say here? The big, like, tradition, you know, to sit and watch Elf in the way that maybe growing up Charlie Brown was for my family, you know what I mean?
And it's
like, who's to say it won't develop into that?
Mm-hmm. It's one of the only ones that is fairly recent that really makes, like, the classic list. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure, yes.
So it's, like, kind of the most, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I know actual friend of the pod, Jonah's going to kill me for this because he's a huge Elf guy. Number one Elf fan there is.
Is he?
Yeah, huge. So, sorry. I think we go through with Charlie Brown.
Fine because what's interesting is I feel like despite us possibly being able to collectively agree that maybe Peanuts Christmas is better, I think that the film community as a whole might defer to Elf. So I don't know. Like, I feel like people would disagree with us, and we're kind of voting objectively what's the better one. I just feel like the Charlie Brown one. I mean, like, there's classics. There's Rudolph. There's Frosty the Snowman. Like, this is the one that feels like it just deserves a moment of silence in the way the others don't.
It's probably the best of those, that genre.
It's just so pure. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if I can get off my stance for Charlie Brown Christmas here.
I'm good with it.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, let's move it through.
All right.
We'll move it through.
All right, what do we got?
All right. Second one, we've got White Christmas versus A Christmas Carol.
And is this Jim Carrey Christmas Carol?
What was the one you grew up on? What was the one, the 86 one or something?
Oh,
that
like
was
the OG?
That was the one I had grown up on.
Oh, really? I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
So we'll go Jim.
But I've never seen White Christmas either.
Also, what? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say personally, I think either way,
I'll let you make this
especially
call.
if you're doing the other one, I think White Christmas is better, personally.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. I think it's just got more of like an actual like holiday-y feel. I think there's maybe a better lesson to be learned in the other kind of thing.
Sure.
But it's just more of like a sweet, consistent story. Something about Christmas, A Christmas Carol, you just kind of don't want to go back to and keep watching. Like it's like a once every 4 years kind of movie.
Yes.
White
and there
Christmas,
are a couple
I'm totally
of those on
fine
this
watching
bracket.
it, everyone.
There's a couple of those here.
Yeah. So
okay.
I think I'm gonna move White Christmas through.
Okay.
I don't know how deep a run it'll get. We'll see.
Unfortunately, probably not the one it deserves, but just because I haven't seen it. But.
Yeah. I think it's very good though. Okay. Next, we have Christmas Vacation versus Frozen.
Both amazing movies. This is very easy for me.
Yeah, me too. I'd go on Christmas Vacation.
Me too.
Yeah, I think
maybe this is front runner.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Yeah,
it's definitely up there.
Yep.
Something to be said about Frozen. Mm-hmm. Very nice, especially as we talk about not many movies being Christmassy that come out recently now. that really like highlight what you need. I think it's great.
When Tangled came out in 2011, I think it was, maybe 10. It was 2010 or 11. Yeah. It blew people's minds because it was Disney's first like dip into that like 3D animation format that they still use today, and it felt like just a new wave of storytelling was on the horizon that people like weren't ready for. But Tangled is just so spectacular that like everyone embraced that movie. When Frozen came out, I don't think I've seen, with the exception of Avengers Endgame, a movie grip the world so quickly and firmly in the way that I saw with Frozen. Frozen took over the planet. It was everywhere. And everyone knew the songs. Like, everybody knew the songs. I remember that summer, my sister got a jukebox, and she got a Frozen disc with all the songs on it, and it was like a karaoke thing. And she would sing the songs for the family and stuff, and like my grandparents would be like humming along, like they knew. Like my grandparents are in their 60s, late 60s at the time. They knew. Everyone knew the movie, and everyone loved it, and it was just universally like beloved. And it like was the first Disney movie in a while to not rely on a love story to succeed. It was a love story between two sisters, and like a perfect balance of like emotion and heart and comedy with Olaf. It was like tastefully done. It wasn't overdone. So good. It was so spectacular. I think from a Christmas standpoint, I think Christmas Vacation takes the the cake.
That's not the point. It's just set during that time.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
I would say with Christmas Vacation too, it is like, it's not just the fact that it's in Christmas, it's like the center of why everything is happening. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's for other ones, but like it is the most like revolving around it. I don't know, of all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll talk more about that movie when it's up against a more worthy competitor.
That's right. Okay. So we have Rudolph versus Frosty the Snowman.
This is another tricky one because I think they're on the same plane.
Yes, I put them together because I thought they were the most similar. Like, I think they're both it's kind of like which one you'd rather.
It's a great matchup.
Me personally, give me that red-nosed guy.
I think I would agree.
I like that one was a much more classic one to me.
I think so. Yeah.
It felt a little more cute to me, if that makes sense, and Frosty was just a bit more like...
Yes. I was obsessed with... claymation was hit or miss for me growing up as a kid. Like, sometimes it would freak me out as a kid. I remember certain characters, the way they were animated and would just act, and how it's almost like you have to overact the characters to really sell it because they're not real. It's not a puppet situation. It's like you have to almost like over-exaggerate their movements. Sometimes depending on like their eyes or their facial expressions, how they would almost like twitch to emote, it would freak me out as a kid. And that was just not my experience with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was just like a heartwarming thing. I loved that movie. I was obsessed with the style, even as a kid. Like I just was like mesmerized by like the abominable snowman's like just like the way he looked and the way he moved and the fur and this and that, and at the very end when he like topples over the cliff, like I just like the whole movie just feels so interesting to watch. It's so stylistically different, especially now since claymation's kind of a dead medium. It's just something I have such a fondness for because it's so unique. Frosty the Snowman is great, and the song is like timeless. I think it's just enough. It's just enough of a plain Christmas story that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer just stands out.
Yeah, I think I would put it right below Charlie Brown as in terms of like that more shorter form kind of content thing.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, so good there.
And the emotional payoff of Rudolph, ultimately like finding a place of belonging with the people in the North Pole, even though I think it's a little bit petty, like he has like a red nose and suddenly they all just like accept him or whatever and he's all grown up and this and that. Like I think that, it's a little bit kind of like, I feel like it's not totally earned. The Frosty thing always was just kind of like objectively funny that, they're the whole villain is a guy who just like got his hat stolen and he's just trying to get his hat back from these kids.
The big, you put it like that.
The big climax is just that he turns the heat up and melts some snow and this girl's just like crying and this and that. Like it's just kind of funny. Like I think it's the one that like objectively when you pull back and just kind of look at the substance of the story. Which,
if it wasn't when it was and the classicness of it,
right. It's a Christmas story. It's not of all of the things that you and I look at critically in cinema. Like, these are not the things to look at critically. They're just Christmas stories for kids. I think just objectively, like as an adult looking back on it, just like looking at the story for what it is, it's kind of the most objectively funny because it just kind of is. It just is.
Yeah.
But yeah, loved both. Grew up with both. But I'd say Rudolph takes the cake here.
Agreed. Okay. Next, we're going to the other side of the bracket now. One side done. We got Home Alone versus The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay. Do you
want to give a count? Or we're doing a little
3, 2,
1.
Yeah, Home Alone.
Home Alone. Yeah. I will say this is one of the ones that annoys me more so. The Nightmare Before Christmas, I feel like is fine, but I feel like it gets way over hyped than it should be.
Yes.
The fact that it's one of the most watched movies in Disney in general, but like across the grand scheme at Christmas time kind of throws me. No? Like, I think it's nice. It's got its cool moments of like showing you just like you kind of get to experience like what is Christmas, right? But like, and I understand 1993 whatever. But like, dude, it's like the style is just so old, and I also just don't think there's that much like depth to it either that you're like, it's just whatever.
It's like in the same way that like people hold Alice in Wonderland in high regard when they're talking about the old Disney classics. Like this, in that Disney Renaissance, like this is the movie among that period of Disney history that I just kind of like look at and I just never understood it in the same way that you just said you don't. Like it just always felt like the black.
We're on the same tape.
Yeah, it always felt like the black sheep to me. It always kind of just felt like a weird story.
Yes.
I don't know.
It just feels kind of like shoot in.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know. There's nothing that charming to me about it.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. If it's, I've seen people, it's like in their top 5.
Right. And that's what I mean.
Good for you.
I don't get that.
I don't get it. Yeah, at all. Yeah.
I think at best it's okay. So, okay. I'm glad we're there. And we'll save the Home Alone talk for next round.
To be quite frank with you, for one reason or another, I just always associated that movie, honestly, with more like Halloween. I don't know.
Don't say too much about that because we actually have a hot take about that later.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So, all right. Next, we've got Polar Express versus A Christmas Story.
I think we're going to disagree on this one.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Christmas
Polar
Story.
Express. I'll say this. I think A Christmas Story. I think A Christmas Story is the most overrated Christmas movie there is. That's my take. I'll say it. I think I understand why there's like a large contingent of people that love it that grew up on it. And I know they did the TBS thing, right? Where it was like routine going around.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I know it makes people like feel that same like feeling you had as a child and different things. There's just not really many places it goes. There's not some big like deep story to it. There's not like some nice warm feeling like emotion you get at the end of it. There's not really anything funny either. Like it kind of just to me it's just fine. Like it is the most put it on in the background thing because nothing happens really. Like it just feels like it's Christmas. So you're like, "Oh, okay, we can just have it on," and there he is sticking his tongue to the pole again, and like nothing really happens to me that's like that. Like I understand, I know people think the light thing is so funny. I don't know, it just doesn't move me at all. Polar Express for me was it was probably the second most watched movie that I watched growing up. Maybe first. I'm not saying it's my favorite, but I watched it so much. And I know a lot of people don't love the style of it. That felt like
freaks
Christmas
me out a
to
little
me.
bit.
Yeah, that was like my Christmas thing. I
Of course,
love that
of course.
movie. So I don't know. That's where I'm coming from. But
there are people I know. I'll start with Polar Express. I grew up with Polar Express. I didn't watch it frequently. There were some Christmases where I maybe didn't watch it at all. But then there would be Christmases where it'd be on 3 times. Not the Christmas movie in my house growing up, but it was certainly one that we held in high regard. I remember as a kid there was like a local thing where they like decked out one of the like the train. There's like a train, a station like around like 25 minutes away from my house, and they would deck out one of the trains at Christmas time for as a Polar Express thing, and
cool.
they would have like a hot chocolate thing, and you could go with your family. It was cool, and like we did the whole thing. So like Polar Express was never not a fond memory growing up. It just wasn't your Christmas Vacations or your Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers. I know people for Christmas Story. I know people that movie makes them cry. I know some people where that movie has them bent over laughing. I know there are some people who just it doesn't resonate with them. I know some people who hold it in high regard but don't really feel much. They just kind of enjoy watching it, and it's just like a cozy Christmas movie. To me, A Christmas Story always felt like a documentary more than a movie. It felt like it wasn't a plot that had a specific direction or a specific resolution or a specific thing that it was building up to other than Christmas. The catalyst in that movie, everything that the movie's leading towards is just Christmas. It's not the characters reaching a certain goal or learning a certain lesson. It's not this big thing is happening to this family. It's just how a family is going through the Christmas motions. Mm-hmm. And I think for some people that might not land, and I think for other people that's all they need out of it. And I think, like, growing up, and I've shared this with you before, so forgive me. To you, it's going to be redundant because we've had this conversation. Yeah. But like, my mom growing up, that was her favorite Christmas movie. Mm-hmm. And so when I was old enough to, like, really comprehend it, my mom started putting it on. And it was on every Christmas Eve, and it was on every Christmas, and it just was mm-hmm. at Christmas time. And growing up, I'll be totally honest, I didn't get it. And then I reached a certain age where I was watching my mom watch the movie. And my mom was laughing at certain points and being like, "Oh, when my family would go get a tree is when my siblings and I were younger, like, that's how my dad would act. He would always try and haggle with the Christmas guy, and he'd try and get the best price and this and that." And that was how my mom was. We'd be driving, and my mom was always so sweet and soft spoken, and my dad was like, that's how Christmas kind of was with the dinner, and nothing ever went right, and the turkey was a disaster, or the ham or whatever, and that's how it always was. Our neighbors were always nosy, and I see my life, I see my childhood in this movie, and so my love for the movie almost became something that I was experiencing through, like, watching my mom relive her childhood through the movie. It became almost like a layered experience. And again, I know that objectively we're trying to pick the best Christmas movie here. We're not trying to pick our favorites or the ones that mean the most to us. I'm saying I don't think I'm the only one who feels that way about the movie. I think that this movie is something that people resonate because it just feels like the most unfiltered, relatable Christmas movie out there. It's not Christmas Vacation, where Christmas Vacation is so nonstop and so funny, but it's unrealistic. Like, the cousin shows up with the RV van and starts doing the septic outside, and and the things are crashing through the window, and the tree is, getting blown up and killing the cat, and then the government and the SWAT team is called on the house, and they're pointing guns at the kids, and it's outlandish. It's outlandish humor. And there's bits about the extended family and the relatives that you're like, all right, well, I get that. I've been there. But there's just a certain element of Christmas Story where it feels enough out of reach from your own experience that it doesn't feel like you can totally resonate with it. Mm-hmm. And I think A Christmas Story, it's literally just like, you're watching a family just go through Christmas shopping. You're watching them get their tree. You're watching the flat tires, and the dad struggling with his job, and the mom is defending the kids during a stressful Christmas season. And the kids are getting up to stuff in at school and stuff like that, and they're dealing with the stress of school projects, and they're bundling up, and the kid doesn't like to get the 10 coats on and 8 snow pants, and he can't walk down the street, and the dogs are chasing the dad, and the dad gets the weird Christmas gift and puts it up in the window, and and they're wrestling over the extension cords in the back, and the dad's hitting the washing machine or the furnace or whatever. Like, none of it has a specific thing where at the end you're like, oh, it all connects, but it's got like a certain element of, like, you see some bit of your life in at least, I would say, a handful of the things that happen in that movie. It just feels like the most relatable Christmas movie. Because it just feels like it's not trying to be anything. It just feels like you're just getting a look into your average American family going through the Christmas motions. And I think that's all it's trying to be. And so if you... And that's why you see some people like crying at the movie, not laughing. It's why you see some people laughing and not shedding a tear. It's why you see some people hating it. It's why you see some people loving it. Like, everyone connects with it in a different way. And I don't see people feeling that way about any other Christmas movie. It feels like everybody has a different experience with A Christmas Story. Because it's just like, how much do you relate to, like, the average American experience at Christmas time? And I'm not saying you don't relate because you didn't like it. I'm just saying, like,
I think it's fine, just to preface.
Right.
I just don't think it's up there as, like, I don't know if you could put it higher than a bunch of the other things.
Sure. And I know I just rambled for 10 minutes about Christmas Story. I think
it's you speaking to what a lot of people feel.
I think I just see how
Clearly
much
it has
means.
A big, yeah.
Right. I think the value in it is how much it means to other people.
Fair. I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say. There's just something to it that, like, I get it. Honestly, when I say I get why people like it, like, I do get it. Mm-hmm. I just don't think it does enough to be anything more than exactly like you said, just a look into a regular thing. Sure. There's not some big, I don't know, like, it's just kind of so like, oh, this happens. Yep. Oh, okay. We'll move on. Yep. Yeah. It is. Exactly. It feels like a slideshow. Yeah. So I'm willing to put it through. I'm willing to put it through over Polar Express, even though, because we're going objective, right? And I know a lot of people like it. I would definitely go Polar Express over it, but I get it. And I will be totally happy to eliminate it in another round coming up. So,
well, I think it's a difficult thing because I think if you were to go back in the last 25 years and ask people, I think Polar Express would be the clear-cut favorite. If you go any earlier than that, I think it's A Christmas Story.
Interesting. Okay.
So I think it's a generational thing. I
thought it would almost be flip, actually.
Really? You think newer generations would like A Christmas Story more?
No, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying it the other way around.
Yeah, no,
I thought you were saying, yeah.
Yes, I'm saying if you go for, like, the last, like, if you go Gen Z on, I think you're going to find people who just love Polar Express to no end. I think if you go any earlier than that, you're going to find it's going to be Christmas Story, and Polar Express is just a serviceable movie. And I think this is, like, unique. It's a battle of which emotionally resonant Christmas movie resonates with you more. And I think that this is the trickiest one because I don't think that you can really be objective here. Mm-hmm. Because I think
that's the tough thing about doing a bracket like this. Yeah. With what we just said is there's not a lot of these speak to you so much in different ways. So it is tough.
Well, I'll tell you what.
So I think we'll try and go with public opinion.
I say
when we're down like this.
It sounds funny because I just made the argument for A Christmas Story. We just went with Charlie Brown over.
No,
Elf.
I'm going with Christmas Story because of what you said. I think it's fair. I think people would be annoyed if we didn't. And I think that just speaks to the fact that we should.
You think so?
Yeah.
If you're sure.
I'll give it its flowers when I give my favorite. So,
okay.
So no worries.
Okay.
So next we've got It's a Wonderful Life versus Miracle on 34th Street. I feel very confident with this answer.
I do too. Two great movies, but yes, there is a favorite for me.
I'm going Wonderful Life.
I am too.
Yeah. I think Miracle on 34th Street, I don't really find that interesting either.
Like, oh, really?
That's another one to me that I understand the timing of it.
It's
I understand that it's so long ago. I understand it's funny. It's nice to see. Like, I don't know, but like the court scene at the end just goes way too long.
Sure.
Like it's very long, and like nothing. Like the set is just in the mall where he's sitting pretty much in that one office, and then right in the courtroom, and it's kind of like, all right,
yeah,
2 hours to kind of not do too much, but it's nice, it's sweet, and I understand again. 1940s maybe is when it came out, right? Yep. I mean, like that's just a lot going on then, and and things like the Macy's Day Parade just mean so much more then than they do now, you know, things like that. So I get it. But I do think It's a Wonderful Life might objectively be, in some ways, if you just go classic, I think it might just be the best. But I don't know.
When a movie is so good that it transcends its holiday appeal and it makes the argument for one of the better movies to ever be made, I think you got to go with it.
Yeah, agreed.
It's one of the best movies ever made.
Mm-hmm. I also think as me, who usually is like kind of a bit of a hater on older movies when it doesn't quite stand the test of time. Mm-hmm. And when I can sit here and tell you that I think it definitely does, that's when you know it's something special.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the lessons, you were talking a little bit, speaking to the lessons within A Wonderful Life and just like the value in that. And I think that there's something to be said about a movie made that far ago that it's like the things it's saying are not dated in the slightest. It's just, appreciating what you have while you have it. And,
right.
And yeah.
And they just highlight in the movie that it's not, did he go off to college? Versus staying here and helping. Big decision, right? But then he also shows him that it's like, it was just that little decision of you deciding to go help this guy, or you deciding to do this one little thing. Mm-hmm. It all builds and added to you being here in this moment, and look at all the people you impacted to do. Yeah. And I think that's a great reminder for everyone.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you just need to step back a little bit and see those things.
Mm-hmm. So. And Jimmy Stewart is just the best.
He's great.
He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
One of the few people you just look at and you're like, man, I just wish you would live forever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So last of our regular matchups, and then we'll keep going through. Mm-hmm. We have the two Grinch, the animated versus the live action.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
It is.
I don't know if I have a hot take on this, or I don't know if this is hot. Whatever. We'll say it. All right.
I'll tell you what. If we disagree on this, you got it.
We got to say it at the same time.
This is your cash-in if you want it.
Oh, I will. 3, 2, 1.
Animated.
Live action.
Yeah, I grew up with it. I grew up with the animated. I watched the live action maybe less than 10 times.
I get it. I'm vetoing. I think Jim Carrey is so hilarious in that movie.
This is his Jason Momoa Lobo funny. Type role.
They handed him the idea, and they were like, just run with it.
Yep.
He is so funny. Mm-hmm. That might be one of the most quoted movies I have of all time. I love so many of the lines in that. One of my favorite, dude, is when you're the Grinch. Like, so many of those things are so funny. The what is it, like 4:30? Dinner with me. I cannot miss that again. 7 o'clock. Self-loathing.
I love what he's doing. The echo thing. He's like, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. It is a great movie.
So funny.
I just didn't grow up with it as much. Like, I watched it less than 10 times, but
I'm sending it through.
We just watched it the other day. Good. It is. Yeah, it is good.
It's so much fun.
Yep.
Yeah, and you still get the cool life lessons and stuff of it in the animated one, but just adding in how funny it is. Like, I'm laughing like every 5 minutes in that movie.
Yes.
It's so good.
And to speak just one more second to Jim Carrey, it's one of the best performances, I think, character performances we've gotten. I mean, people talk about how Jim Carrey overacts. It's like, if there's a role he was meant to
overact,
hone that in, it's the Grinch. Have you seen, dude, I just saw a blooper recently where he like leans into the guy who plays the mayor. And it must have been after like a long day or something. It was an outtake. He like leans in and gets like nose to nose with the guy, and then he like leans forward and he bit the guy's like who knows, like the prosthetic, and Jim Carrey just like ripped it off his face, and he just like started shaking it around, and like he's just like insane.
Yeah.
He's insane. And you hear all those stories about how he like underwent like what did they say? It was like he met with the FBI or something to like undergo like torture therapy. So because the makeup like was so pressurized and so intense, and he'd be sat in that chair for like 12 hours, that he actually like met with the FBI to like learn how to withstand extreme torture, because he'd have like 12 hours of makeup and then 10 hours of shooting. And he'd just be caked in this makeup, hilarious. And he felt like he like couldn't breathe, and he wanted to crawl out of his own skin.
Wow!
So he literally like underwent like torture training to try and like get through that project.
Yeah,
just crazy.
He should have been nominated for something, right?
I believe he was.
Oh, was he?
I don't know if he won, but
okay,
I believe he
was. It's great. That's a great point. I don't love all of Jim Carrey's stuff, because I feel like exactly to your point, like it's a little too much sometimes.
Yep.
But when you're the Grinch, man, it's so good. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fine. I'm happy to push that through. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So now we're going matchup by matchup. We're going Charlie Brown Christmas versus White Christmas.
This is easy because I haven't seen it. Is it that good that this is a challenge? No kidding. I might have to check this out.
I don't think it's as good. I'm trying to factor in public stuff.
Okay.
Here. I would go Charlie Brown Christmas.
I would too, just because I haven't seen it.
So I'm good with moving that on.
I'm thinking I might have to watch it after we record here.
Christmas,
I guess so.
I think there's a little too much like. It's been multiple years since I've seen it, so I'm trying to factor that in.
Sure.
But it's really good. It's just I think it's too one-dimensional of being just a thing about singing and the come up and the love story and all that stuff, and
that's fine.
Just the camaraderie of it,
which
is great. But I think it's just one way, you know.
Sure.
So
okay.
I'm happy with Charlie Brown going through.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that's going through. Now we've got Christmas Vacation versus Rudolph.
This is still easy to me, and I love both.
Oh, really? I was kind of joking. Yeah, I think it's like the hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby thing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's Christmas Vacation.
Of course.
Yeah, it's
and we'll get to that, I guess, in the final round. We'll talk about Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. Okay. So now on the other side, we have Home Alone versus A Christmas Story. Remember, you still have your veto in the chamber if you need to use it.
Oh, do I? I thought I did that with Christmas Story.
No, I was given that. I was
really?
given that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm going Home Alone. I'm sorry. It's so iconic, man.
I would still go Christmas Story, but I understand Home Alone.
This one's, I think, really close. I think Christmas Story has more cultural impact, but I think Home Alone also has such an impact across the general discussion. You know what I'm saying?
I would flip it.
Really?
I think that A Christmas Story is more deep rooted in Christmas cinema.
I guess that's what I mean.
The conversation around Christmas movies, I think Christmas Story has more of a sophisticated and built-in presence, but I think that Home Alone might be more culturally significant.
Okay, yeah, yes, I like that. I guess that's what I was trying to say. It's more like the nostalgia involved with Christmas Story is more deep-rooted in somebody, and then it's like Home Alone is the one that's more like, all right, everybody grab the kids and let's get around and let's watch Home Alone together.
Yes, yeah, and I think, yes, and I think that this is where we're starting to get. I think last time, for whatever reason, for me, Christmas Story was the clear-cut favorite. I think if we are looking at this objectively, this is where we start to get into, I think A Christmas Story becomes the niche cult classic, and Home Alone is the giant staple of the holidays for people.
Yeah. I think it's very wacky, like you said. It's the conversation of wacky versus realistic. Yeah. But I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it's so easy to rewatch.
Yes, yes.
It's just every year I pretty much watch Home Alone.
Mm-hmm. And you see its influence even being felt today. Most recently, Stranger Things, the Turnboat Trap was inspired by Home Alone.
Right.
That whole sequence where they're trapping the Demogorgon was inspired directly by Home Alone 1 and 2, so what more do you need?
We're putting it through?
We can put Home Alone through. That's fine.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll save my veto for the final round.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so our last matchup we've got of the second round, we've got It's a Wonderful Life versus The Grinch live action. And I'm totally fine just to go on with It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely much better.
The Grinch, I think both, if it makes you feel better, I think both Grinches would have lost out here.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so this is, we've got our final four now. So on the left side, to crown the winner of the left side of the bracket,
creme de la creme,
we have Charlie Brown Christmas versus Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
This is easy for me.
Yeah, it's easy for me.
Really?
This is where sentimentality goes out the window, and it's just what's the best Christmas movie.
Yeah, okay. Christmas Vacation?
It is Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Christmas Vacation, and this is where we can start to speak to it. I don't know what your personal experience is with Christmas Vacation. This is my family quotes this movie in the summer. This movie is so significant to so many people. And it just feels like everybody has had the same universal joyous experience with this movie. Everyone loves this movie. I mean, there's times where you and I on the podcast have been like, you serious? That comes from, in my head, I know.
Oh, yeah.
You serious, Clark? From Cousin Eddie.
Yep.
It's
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
Yeah. It's
serious,
there's just so much about that movie that has influenced my personal life, and I know it's influenced a lot of other people.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the one I feel I can speak to emotionally, because I know everybody seems like has the same experience with it. From the quotes to the actual plot of what's going. The build up of just get through the dinner and just get through this, because the whole movie's building up to, just wait until I drop the whole jelly, drop the whole Christmas bonus thing on them, and then he gets it, and it's the Jelly of the Month Club thing, and the way the movie just spirals out of control from there on, it's just so perfectly executed. It's that wonder. It's the Wonderful Life type thing where it's it's so good you can't even just judge it based on how good of a Christmas movie it is. It's just it might be one of the best comedies ever made. It's agreed. So ridiculously good and so endlessly funny. One of the few endlessly funny movies ever.
Oh, you laugh every other second. Yeah.
There's not a space of more than 25 seconds where you're not laughing, and everything just feels so real. Even down to the cutaway shots of while the ladies are preparing the dinner in the kitchen, how it cuts to the grandpa's asleep on the couch, and the son is just watching football on the TV. It's so real, dude. It's so lived in, and I look at maybe 7/8 of that movie, because my family is crazy. I look at 7/8 of that movie and I'm like, yup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's just the way it is.
Be possible.
That's just the way it is. My dad, every time my grandparents come over, he opens the door and he goes, folks, Merry Christmas. It's every single time. And it's June. And he, folks, dude, it's so, and I'll say, one of my very favorite Christmas scene of all time, Christmas movie scene, and one of my very favorite scenes in any movie ever is when Clark is up in the attic and he's watching the old tapes of his childhood, because that to me is the quintessential Christmas experience. To me, as much as the payoff of like Ralphie opening up the present and getting the Red Ryder BB gun, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer finally getting accepted into, Santa's party there, or Frosty the Snowman coming back to life. Like, of all of the big payoff Christmas moments, they pale in comparison, because to me, like, I'm watching that's my Christmas experience. The older I get, Christmas is still a joyful holiday. It's more a sentimental one than anything to me. And I so appreciate that in a movie that's like as chaotic and funny and fast-paced and just nonstop as Christmas Vacation is, they took a second to like really connect with people who see Christmas as like just like more of a reflective, like an inflection point in the year for people. It's so smart, and that is what Christmas is to a lot of people. It's like whether you're dealing with loss, or whether you're dealing with like heartbreak, or whether you're dealing with people that you love so much that it's like the love you have for those people almost just makes you miss the time you won't get back with them. Like, there's, no matter who you are or where you come from, like, that's you on Christmas. And it just is one of my favorite scenes ever, because it's just so, it's like, yep.
Love
You're just
that.
crying for like the Christmases he'll never get back. Like, that's just Christmas to me.
And you also have where the whole movie is like, you said earlier something to the effect of it being like so uber over the top that it's just not like realistic. I think in some ways it's almost how you perceive it to be. Like, that's how it feels, like your life is just spiraling out of control. Even if it's maybe not that drastic, it feels like you're going there.
Yes.
And it's like you get the build of it feeling like it's the holidays, we're all in misery, or it's Christmas, we're all in misery. I don't know. But you get it where it's like you feel like every holiday, and we'll make jokes about this, how it's like, oh man, there's just too much going on at a holiday. You feel so like bogged down by all the things, but then it's like you kind of come in even when it's disaster, and you come in and you're like, this is family though. This is what family is. And it really feels like it just strikes you. So I totally love your point though about being sentimental. That's great. Really good.
And the final scene being them all, like, despite how much they like have like hated on each other or been at odds throughout the movie, like the whole family just like unraveling and being spread out in the yard there, just like watching Santa fly over the sky. It just feels like such a it's
a very nice payoff.
It's the perfect cap off to a movie. It's like the chaos, and then everyone just comes together at the end and just like gets it. And that's why I love when Clark is like crashing out. I love that it cuts to his family, and half of them are just like stunned, and like there's a sizable portion of his family that are like, you can tell they just like feel bad for him, and I love that. I love that they did that. That like they're not treating Clark's like, I tried to craft the perfect Christmas for my family and I failed. I love that they're not like painting it as like a look at the moron. Like, I love that it cuts back to his family, and his family like feels terrible for them because they like get it. It just it feels like it just like understands. It has to magnify the chaos of Christmas because it's a comedy, but it also understands the emotion behind it, and that's ultimately the core, I feel, of the movie. And I think it's just so good. So I have no problem pushing this all the way to the top.
Yeah, love that. Love that. So we've got on the other side, we've got It's a Wonderful Life versus Home Alone. And I feel like just for making it quick, I think it's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
So now this leaves us at the top of the bracket where we've got It's a Wonderful Life versus Christmas Vacation, which I think is like the perfect way to end it, where you've got the comedy and you've got the like
sentimentality.
Yes. It's like perfect. I would say it's the 1A and 1B. Like objectively, I think we got it right that they're both on the final two. Do you want to give like a little quick countdown?
I think we'll agree with this, but if we don't, I'm prepared to use my veto.
The best Christmas movie. 3, 2, 1.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we agree.
Yes.
I think the difference is while it's a comedy, and like we talked about Elf being a comedy, you've got the sentimentality, you've got the like slightly realness to it where you feel that way. You can connect with it. It's also just like it makes you feel something. Whereas Wonderful Life is fantastic. Great. there's just something to it where it feels a little bit more one-dimensional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you don't get as much out of it as you do from the other. Mm-hmm. So, because of all the reasons you just said.
Yeah. Christmas Vacation.
The GOAT.
Crowned.
Number one.
Of all the Christmas movies, that's the one with the red nose.
Since you did that, can you give me your top 5? What's your favorite? If you could give a top 5. You don't have to put them in order if you don't want
quickly, just rattling them off, I would say How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original animated one for me, believe it or not, in no particular order.
Okay.
Grinch Stole Christmas, Charlie Brown Christmas, Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and then Elf. I'd probably put Elf up there. It's a Wonderful Life is probably at the 6th spot, but just because the others, just like, childhood staples, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those are my top 5. Okay. What would you say?
Yeah, that's fair. I would go, again, in no order, except for Christmas Vacation is my easy one. I'd put Elf in there. I would go Polar Express, Christmas Vacation, probably the Grinch, Jim Carrey one. I love that one. And then, what else did I miss? Elf, Polar Express, Wonderful Life, Christmas Vacation, Grinch.
Nice.
5.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Sweet. Solid. Yeah. All right, now last but not least, I think we're going to cap off the day with a little bit of Christmas Burn It or Back It. A little festive Burn It or Back It. We're going to speed run these because you have quite a few. This might be this is our biggest Burn It or Back It yet.
Yes.
Because Christmas only comes once a year, so you got to show out.
That's exactly right. All right. So we've got the first one, the most controversial one of all time.
Okay.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
I hope we disagree on this so that it kind of...
Okay. 3, 2, 1. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree too.
I do back it. I think, I think... You know what? But I'd say Batman. The Batman is a Halloween movie because it takes place on Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you could make that argument. I don't think it should be known as a Halloween movie.
I don't know about that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it should be. But No Way Home is technically a Christmas movie. I think when you make
Die Hard.
Die Hard is
because
the most.
It all takes place directly on
Christmas.
Like
that's the driving
and it's
thing.
like every event going on is because of Christmas.
Sure.
It's just people don't like that it's an action movie.
Right. People don't. Yeah, that a violent movie would be associated with Christmas. I think it is what it is. They made it at Christmas time. Yeah. And Christmas plays a key role in the thing. I think if it just is the backdrop, and it's just like it happens to be Christmas, I think that's like No Way Home or Batman or whatever. I think it's a different conversation. I think when it's something like Die Hard, where it's like it's a key part and it's impacting the story, I think you have to call it a Christmas
there's got to
movie.
be something in the movie that like tangibly, because it's Christmas, this happens.
Yes.
Not that just there's snow on the ground.
Right.
Like there was even if it's like, you know what, there was a holiday party.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
You know what, you done it. There's something.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got there. All right. It's a Wonderful Life is too depressing to rewatch it every year. 3, 2, 1. Burn it.
I burn that. It's a great movie that you can watch whenever you want.
I don't think it's that depressing.
No.
Like, it's because it only is depressing for like a little bit.
Right, the payoff is great.
It's high through the second act, the beginning of the third act, it's low, and then you pick it right back up.
Right.
It's easy. Okay.
Right.
Glad we agree there.
I think you watch that movie whenever you darn well please.
Christmas Vacation is the funniest Christmas movie ever made. 3, 2, 1. I agree.
I agree wholeheartedly for all the reasons we stated earlier.
It's so funny.
Constant.
Yeah.
And it's a shame he's a wacko because the guy who plays Uncle Eddie is, or Cousin Eddie is so freaking good, dude.
Dude, all of that.
Randy Quaid. He's just so awesome.
So many good lines, man. All right. Burn It or Back It. Opening presents on Christmas Eve. 3, 2, 1. Burn. Oh, you're backing that.
I back this. Big family. You see one side on Christmas Eve, you see another. Are you talking about with your core family?
Would it change for you if it was the core family?
Well, what my family does, the 5 of us, we get home.
You get up early, right?
We go to the Christmas Eve service in the evening, and then we come home. And my parents have always gotten my sisters and I Christmas pajamas, and then they give us like a book or like a kind of almost like a tease gift, where it's like, hey, we just got you a little like a small thing, and it's just kind of like a fun thing. And we usually give our parents their gifts on Christmas Eve. And then my siblings and I will exchange gifts on Christmas Eve. So that way on Christmas morning, you can just kind of, the living room gets crowded and you're just doing your thing on Christmas Day. So it's in moderation. Okay. I would not condone opening all your presents on Christmas Eve, of course. But I would say in moderation. There's certain things where selectively it can be a fun tradition.
Okay.
There's
just, that's not bad. I feel like Yeah, it's got to be very minimal if you do.
Yes.
I think it's got to be very minimal.
Sure.
I personally prefer just an all-in-one kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I
it
like
makes
to
the
save it all
payoff
up.
better.
Yeah.
And it teaches you patience.
That's right. Yeah.
Which
Who
my
doesn't
family
love
doesn't.
patience?
My family doesn't have it, so that's why we open on Christmas Eve.
Okay. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie, not Halloween.
Well, I think I answered this earlier, so
Yeah.
I gotta stick to my guns
you're
here. Big old burn.
You're burning.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Back.
I was like,
sorry. Yeah,
No.
you want to read that again?
yeah. It's okay. A Christmas. Oh, I'm sorry. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie, not Halloween.
Not Halloween.
Not Halloween.
Oh, then yes. Okay. All right, ready?
3, 2, 1.
It's a Halloween movie.
I'm backing it. Or I think
You think it's a Christmas movie more than a Halloween movie?
Yes, for sure. Because it's just spooky characters. The only thing they do is say this is Halloween. They only like do the song. I know it takes place mostly there than it does in like Christmas Town, but it's the idea of it.
I can't separate it from Halloween, dude.
I'm sorry. I don't think it is that much. Outside of the first like 5 minutes, it's like predominantly focused around. It just looks creepy. It's just creepy looking people that are in Christmas time.
I can't separate it from. I can't, dude. I can't separate it. It just feels too Halloween coded to me. Maybe it's
So
the
would you say
characters
it's
or
both?
whatever. It's both. It's certainly both.
Both kind of guy.
It's certainly both, and there's a place for both conversations. But I think that.
Which one do you say it's more?
Personally, I think it's more of a Halloween movie.
More than Christmas.
That has Christmas elements.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I don't know, man.
I disagree.
Maybe I need to rewatch it, or
Yeah,
maybe
maybe
I
you do.
won't because I don't like it.
Fair. Okay. A Christmas Story is overrated, and only nostalgia keeps it alive. You know my answer if you listen to the rest of the podcast, but 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'm torn on this.
I'm backing it.
Well, I'll back it too. I don't think it's overrated, but I think nostalgia is what's keeping it alive.
Interesting.
I think if you look at all the other Christmas movies, it's certainly not the one that's aged the best.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's properly rated?
I think it's properly rated, and it's being carried by nostalgia.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. We just got a few more.
Okay.
The Polar Express is more creepy than good. 3, 2, 1. I'm burning it.
The animation was always like the. What do they say? It
is creepy.
It just always felt like it was missing something.
Mm-hmm.
It always felt
does.
like it's got so much sauce, but it's missing something, dude.
Yeah, it's like when you like cook a piece of meat and you forget to salt and pepper it. You know? It's like there's like whoa.
Yeah. That being said, I think it's spectacular, but I think it's equally creepy to me.
I think it's creepy, but it overrides it.
Okay. And I also think,
saying,
for whatever reason, Tom Hanks playing everybody in that movie just freaked me out for some reason.
Yeah, and like that puppet scene, like when they're all in there in the train. That is scary. You know what? Maybe it is a little too creepy.
But I don't know. Man.
It is very. Actually, you know what? It does always feel like something bad's about to happen. Like even when they make it there, you're like,
there's no way it's resolved.
You're like, there's something uneasy. You know what? You sold me. It is
because I'm not saying it's not good.
It is. Creepy.
I'm saying it's great, but I'm saying as good as it is, it's also creepy.
Yeah, fair. Okay. All right. Celebrating Christmas feels wrong if you live somewhere that's warm.
Okay.
This is at Cameron.
Okay, I'm into this. Yes, this is yes.
Okay.
To all of our southern
2,
friends.
1. Back it.
Back it.
It's wrong.
It feels like you should be celebrating. You should go somewhere cold to celebrate Christmas.
Yes.
Again, we live in New York, so it's easy for us to say.
Yeah. If you live somewhere else, I guess whatever. That's where you were.
Right.
You can't be leaving on Christmas. Cam. But
no.
You can't be leaving on Christmas.
What are you, an idiot? What are you, some kind of idiot?
You just can't be doing that.
No, I think you got to be a little bit.
It's the one time where we have to deal with it, especially if in New York, right?
Yeah.
Or the Northeast. You deal with it routinely for 5 months, it feels like. And it's so cold. You're not going to sit and enjoy the one payoff day where it actually makes sense.
Right.
You serious?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Serious, Clark?
I think you're absolutely correct. I don't know. At least turn the air off in your house or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least chilly it up in your house.
Right. Dude, chilly it up in the house. Turn the AC on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So I think that's all, dude. I think that was good.
There we go. Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Ran through so much.
We burned it. We backed it. We
burned it. We
set
backed
the
it.
Christmas
We
season.
the store.
Set it up. I think that's
guess
good.
so.
Christmas Vacation, peak movie, top one.
Don't open
Let
your
us know
presents
if
on
you
Christmas
agree.
Eve.
That's right. Don't do that. And go to somewhere cold.
And do not watch anything Josh Hutcherson is in. Do not watch him. Don't support him.
But as always, no matter how bogged down you are by the holiday season, just remember family's at the core of it all.